Hello, hey, hi, social media family. Been up any subscribers as well as any visitors to that been of my own social media channel as we had before. YouTube, aka YouTube. I'm sorry to have taken more than quite a bit of a time getting on air, but yes, I apologize. But the thing is, it's getting quite a day, and I've been feeling pretty much like so kind of, weak or tired. I have yet to get much more, like say, or how you say, or how should I put it, and do a pot of, see, do forgive, then excuse, pardon, forgive me. I apologize if I could possibly be butchering the English language and American dialect as of the present given moment time is what I meant to say, and may the Prince of Peace continue to regulate my mind, regardless of how may the Prince of Peace continue to regulate my mind, regardless of how the Prince of Darkness took to conclude my speech. And as I think of it with that in my mind's intention to try to backtrack here, the reason or purpose of being on, so I can go on with the following to continue from when that my person and last left off, so I can finish up as a complete a former previous prior line thought in the same sense of the word for that being of matters to be considered. Yes. And which I have yet to get a much more serious bite to eat, to replenish my strength, etc. And moving right along. Yes. And hopefully you all are feeling much better than what I could feel like at the moment. And was I've been pretty much so kind of like trying to force myself not to nod so much soon enough again, if not nod out altogether, so we make it practically impossible, But then how are you all doing? Hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right, if not best of all to be said, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly calm or be stressed. You and yours, your family, friends, and hopefully me and mine, likewise as well, are all the same. Regardless of whatever you could be going through at some such given moment in time, regardless of what or who could possibly threaten your peace of mind or general well-being otherwise, likewise of a physical nature, etc. And moving right along, again, now that I've gotten the preliminaries, been basic intro as an introduction out the way, as you all can see, I'm in my new place now, See, this is my new place. As you can see, I got everything up and running. I took care of the necessary business at hand. For that, or something so give them on time. Having gone about matters of, that to be possibly considered with the new landlord after that threatening situation of a case up under conditions of rather extenuating circumstances with how the management of the building where I was last at had confused me with one of the likes of the proverbial neighbors from damn hell of a public nuisance problem neighbor, and had given me that being in the walking papers that this one dickhead prick, or let me rephrase that, seeing I'm supposed to be trying to get right with God, that this one character of a male should have received much rather instead of me, and they give me the ultimatum to find new digs and new pad, being in which I had gone about taking care of that necessary business, Yes. And as you all are noticing and witnessing as I am showing your persons online here, yeah. There's my fridge. See? Okay, not yet. Get some more bottled water than what I have running low. See that ice mountain? Yeah. You gotta, replenish yourself with H2O, as the human body with physical nature makes up about 90-something% of water. Yeah. Let me show you something. Some personal hygienic items. Listen, I was telling you all, or whatever I said that I was in the process of moving. Yeah, for that is some such amount of time, being in which I finally done just that without the help of movers. They charge your arm and a leg, and I would have to break the bank to move. And fortunately for me, I didn't have that far to go. That would have the help of movers or not, only after paying them. Yeah. Oh God, it's been quite a challenge, moving our personal effects, belongings, or possessions. Forgive me if my conversation don't come as fluently at the moment. For some reason or another, in one regard, partly being because of the challenge of moving, and partly being because of the weather temps, etc. So you have seen my living room area, social media family of subscribers and visitors, as well as my kitchen area. And then let me show you some of such other. Okay, moving right along, going to my washroom area. Okay. So what do y'all think? And then last but not least, my bedroom. It's about pretty much sort of similar, sort of same size, give or take, of my last place of residence of an apartment. What do you think? Well, I have pretty much so set it up rather nicely, don't you? Don't you all think? Yeah. Clothing and so forth. I had also taken the liberties to think of it with a mind's intentions to get in touch as and make contact with a furniture company, and I had paid off for starters, something like half the amount of money for a sofa bed couch, and as I'm on a layaway plan, so I should have that gone about. I did show you all my washroom area, didn't I? Oh, yes, of course I did. I think I did. But I didn't, so I show you all it now, but I do think that I had done or did just that. I'm sorry, when you get up in age, the mind is not so quick to pick up on things compared to when you were younger. You're gonna have to go to one of them GNC, General Nutrition Center stores sometime, as I am pretty much so of a health nut rather than a nutcase. Otherwise, like the neighbor from damn hell character of a male that had drove me out of house and home in the first place. Hopefully I don't have many of the likes here in my new place of residence apartment. So what do you think of it, you all? This is like one of my neighbors.
Friday afternoon at the movies, right around the corner here on Classical WFMT.
Some of such.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly affect a business's bottom line. That's where businesses.
So I'm getting acquainted. This is my not exactly first day. I mean, I was here last. That is my first night. I slept overnight here. Welcome to New Day. I didn't hear much of the usual crap that I would hear in my last place of residence. The proverbial neighbor from damn hell I was telling you all about, social media founder of any subscribers, as well as any visitors to my own personal media, social media channel, the neighbor from damn hell, or this one, character who would usually go about with his daily and nightly routine of making different kinds, sorts, or types of extreme and excessive noises of quality and quantities upon a daily and nightly basis. And whereas after I would have gone through all the proper policies and procedures of protocol to state my grievances as he would complain about him to the management of the building, being a real estate representative personnel, and as well as likewise all the same, or whatever I have said to the police, and down in Mercy number 911 to try to have them go about the necessary business at hand to resolve the issue themselves. Just as I have put in a number of police reports against him, it is whereas he managed to flip the script upon me, then that other person by myself, by convincing the management of the building for where I was at last, and as I was saying, more words less, to give me the walking paper that he should have received after they confused me with him, and possibly being because they more than likely, they themselves, more often not, were to have been eavesdropping outside of my apartment door, hearing me rant and rave about him, yelling, loud enough for him to hear, something along the lines, all in the sense of word, where I could say something in, that of dialogue to be possibly considered of, hey, could you tone it down? If not, like I cut it off, tune out altogether, whereas he had it all planned, to push my emotional buttons so that, yes, new place. I'm commenting on one of my subscribers that take it or visitors to my social media channel. Yes, it's a new place, as you all notice. Hopefully not any slumlords either, as well as neighbors from down here. So whenever I would place a call to the management of the building, they would take their own sweet time about seeing what I wanted to address the issue, to take care of the necessary business at hand, to deal with it. No problem. Oh, did I show you that? I gotta turn this around. I don't need any more stalkers. So far, personal information. So whenever I would, contact them and let them know that the paper from hell is acting out again, they drag their what's about, taking care of necessary business in hand, to investigate properly. But whenever he were to call, they like snap, crackle, and pop, like he got a butler or a maid or something at his beck and call to do his will. Well, look at here. You even got the inside of this. Yeah, this supposed to be like dishwasher machine. So that's one real estate business company I'm no longer interested in doing any business with in the future. But then I'm like, I'm not going to be like, not going to be moving anytime too soon. Now, if I can help after having gone through a living nightmare or having to relocate, you hear what I'm saying? In response to that answering the question of what is one of my subscribers or visitors, well, hopefully I won't be bothered with any more of the likes of his kind. Yes, he was really coming off like this one neighbor from damn hell at the last place of residence for a building at the location otherwise where I was at before I moved to this one. He was really coming off like, I say, as some sort of type of a psychopath, sociopath, sadomasochist, sadist, cowardly, bully, and terrorist wannabe. Far as I know, he could possibly have been, could possibly be. Well, I don't know whether or not he had literally moved out of that building where I had to move from, where the management had supposedly informed me that he moved out before I did. Well, if that were the case, then why was I still hearing some of such coming from this psychopath, sociopath, sadomasochist, sadist, cowardly, bully, or terrorist wannabe, and possibly, gay, pedophile, Catholic priest wannabe? Why am I still hearing that it's the same noises? Now either he had crept back into the building to further annoy me, or accomplice in crime, one of some of such of his, or how many, or the supposed so-called new tenant. Yeah. There was something else I was about to say, if I can remember. I had to go to one of the GNC stores, general nutrition store. So I'm in my new digs, trying to get acquainted with it, and I'm sorry I didn't process, this here present social media broadcast, video, or whatever you all want to call it, as soon as I would have liked to. But it's been quite a day, and I'm wondering if I had tore a tendon in one of my arms, for that or something such given on time, while transporting some of my personal effects belonging to possessed shopping cart, whereas at one time I come to some steps and I kind of slipped and I had to push up with one of my hands the shopping cart. Hope nothing's torn or nothing's broke. So I have to take quite a bit of pain pills. This is my late brother here. See that on the photo here? Picture. Yeah, anyway though, so I'm here now trying to make the best of things. And, I have to get out of here shortly. Trying to make it to this one free eating spot, that serves meals during Friday evenings of any week within a calendar month. Been one of the few that I do know about that serves, a dinner meal or a free meal during some such time, compared to how the majority of most I know serve meals during the daylight hours. Seeing how, they cut my food stamps, some reason or another, I get to see whether or not I can get it increased. So you got that eyeful of my new place of residence, And so now get the damn hell out, all of you, of my social media family, of any subscribers, as well as any visitors to my own immediate personal social media channel. Get the damn hell out. I'm just joking. Well, hopefully none of you all are of the likes of any negative internet trolls who could remind me of a proverbial name from damn hell and could possibly be of the likes of that SOB bastard, There was more than quite a few of the likes of internet trolls, being of whom I had to silence their chat, and then eventually I blocked them altogether. Once I were to figure out the features of mechanisms on how to do that, and very few internet trolls. There's very few persons who come off like internet trolls who I would block, would I think to unblock, because the majority of most being of whom I block, they are blocked permanently, Get a clue. Because life is too short to be engaged
What's your story? Where are you
in
from?
somebody
I know you live in Chicago.
else's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And we bob with enough characters upon a mass transit of a public transportation system.
And Marshfield in Chicago, and a third yet to be determined location.
For that of some such given on time, didn't have to be bothered with some of such within a place of business.
That's what it's so-called. Sexual orientation, gender identity.
And for a residential building,
her First Amendment rights. Well,
for that some of such given on time where you could possibly pay annual monthly rent.
What the judge wrote in his opinion. This is important. I'm thrilled that we have these victories, but honestly,
and hopefully I don't have much
in the first place, because if you go back to the principles,
hey, check this out.
Was founded, the inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and the right to believe what you want, protected under the First Amendment, shouldn't have to go back and fight to protect it.
Check it out, y'all. Peace. I get to get some pizza off from my neighbors, my new neighbors here, some pizza. On the floor where I'm at, But I get to rejuvenate, get out this lazy funk that I'm in now. Now that I'm taking care of all necessary business at hand, You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I see some of you all at this pizza place. My social media family of subscribers, as well as any visitors. If and when you're in Chicago, Illinois, USA, if you're not here already. You know what I'm saying?
God is speaking to our heart.
my social media family, any subscribers, as well as any visitors to my own social media channel, and likewise social media chat room or social media comments section, whatever I've said to do. Excuse, pardon, and forgive me once again. So I say, if I could possibly be butchering the English language as we have it of the American dialect, or as I was saying before, so I say it again. Please do excuse, pardon, forgive me if I could possibly be butchering the English language of the American dialect, some such quality and quantity as we have it. Once again. But then I have pretty much so given you all the Cliff Notes version.
Our 11-year-old son's appendicitis was a surprise. It was the first time we needed to use CHM.
I pretty much so give you all the Cliff Notes version
an easy process
for that the present social media broadcast, as it is to complement the title and title thereof.
We will come up with solutions that will fail because they won't address the true nature of the problem. And so
I would hope to get back with you all,
critical point
ASAP,
huge pushback. So that we can
then as I would usually give the basic intro, and to accompany that, being of the footnotes, then I will speak upon the subject matter, one or a couple, 3 or 4 more for the matter, depending on how I feel. And last but not least, I will give the conclusion of the matter.
A Chronicle of Racism in America is presented by Sony,
but anyway,
a founding partner of the Black Information Network. Learn more at the Who We Are.
Anyway, though, let me conclude matters as I would usually do. Well, hopefully I have done so with something like at least from 1/3 on average half, or majority most of my social media broadcast videos, if not all, by saying and sharing with you all the gospel message at the end. That is, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing and realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers upon the orders of their superiors, religious and otherwise, as military, political, Pharisees and Sadducees. But then that's where he went to the cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. I'm still my trademark. I'm gonna copyright this sometime. So that then of us being of whatever race and whatever walks of life, factions, society, lifestyle preferences, the old and young alike of both two sexual genders, males and females, representing not only the human species but the global community for that matter. Likewise, as well, I was saying, within this post-911 era of a new millennium apocalyptic day and age, where the doomsday clock is now at a couple few minutes to midnight compared on time. Today, it was according to night for at least by the biblically prophetic time, where profess some of such faith in them, from there we become and be blessed in one regard or another, in more ways one. First and foremost, with this salvation, being of which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly become or be citizens, be considered as citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And second of all, with his deliverance. But first, you have got to get his salvation, otherwise you have nothing coming so far as blessings is concerned. And if you were to leave this world without it, as his salvation is like nothing than nobody else's, then your final destination would be the lake of fire, damn hell, to be living with the rest of the unsaved, lost, down human souls of unbelievers and unbelievers, to be tortured and be terrorized by the devil and demon forever, compared to how we as believing God would be among like-minded believers in company or presence of God and his angels otherwise. You all take care and be safe and be blessed, not stressed, and I'll talk to you later. And hopefully some, if not all of you, will get salvation before it becomes too late. Because tomorrow's not promised for anybody. Y'all take care and be safe. We out. Bye.